Entering menu narration pop-up. Yes, keep on. No, turn off.
There's something in the air. From Friday nights to Saturday lights. Chapel Hill to Pasadena. It crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
Let the games begin. Let the games begin. Let the games begin. Shit. And we got our playbooks down. What they talking about? And we got our playbooks down. What they talking about? Let me pick my favorite team. We're going with the homeboys. We're going with the homeboys. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, we play Heisman, 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 Heisman. I have 2 pending friend requests. Hold on, where my dogs at? Damn, I gotta add Bamas all over again. Damn. Okay. Got Haitian Goonie on the college. Hold on. Got a goon sauce. Alright, let me play. Nah. We online with it. How do I play online, bro? On the range game. There we go. What am I doing? Okay. This is where I want to be. Let's go. See what I'm made of. Let's go. Let's see what I'm made of.
Better known as the Snake Pit and home of the
First
Terps.
game. Let's go.
We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from
go, Terps.
the Maryland Terrapins.
Let's go, Terps.
I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Okay. Give me the ball. Let's go. Time to work. Let's go, Terps.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McLaurin.
Let's go.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
Gotta learn this playbook all over again.
Ready to fire from the pistol.
All good.
The give to the tailback.
Woo! Get off me. Woo! Early. Early. We're working early.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see. Let's go.
Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just
take your time, gentlemen.
Being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Martin will throw it.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, boom. Go. Take your time, gentlemen. Take your time.
Nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Give me that. How you move the chain.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
QB draw.
Where was that going?
A chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Boom! He picked me the fuck off, bro. Are you serious?
Oh, he was hoping
that early
out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Looking left. Right on
bounds.
the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Get the fuck out of here. That was out of bounds, bro.
He did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time.
That was out of bounds.
And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level
It's
of the
cheating
defense
for this
to help
man.
make that completion a whole lot easier.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's McLaurin. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies
So what is on the one?
it would be
Get the fuck out of here,
mentality
man.
of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30.
Get some smoke.
Across the 40 out
Get you
bounds
some
at the
smoke.
41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
On the run, it's Ray.
Ooh.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Martin back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Dogs trying to cash it in on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And he waltzes in for the score.
Maryland sucks.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's McLaurin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Turns it loose deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown.
Not running with Maryland,
first
bro.
half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The pass is...
Yeah, I'm not running with these niggas. Fuck you. Not running with Maryland, bro. They're some trash. Love Maryland to death. Just not in college. Going with Ole Miss. Oregon, Ole Miss. That's how I'm rocking.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Coming out with
stronger team.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Simmons. Throws for the tight end.
So that's all they got in this game is interceptions, bro.
He's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Powers through the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Diggs. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive.
Fuck this game, bro. I'm not playing this shit.